This is the insane warm-up of Yuki Yoza before his one championship debut that he won against Elbrus Osmanov. But before we break down the combinations and the pad work, the pad holding by Masakazu Watanabe, let's listen to Dr. Sha Aspenol, top-level combat sports nutritionist who was there firsthand and described the craziness of this warm-up.
Here is Japanese phenom Yuki Yoza and superstar nutritionist Sha Aspenol at one championship last weekend. But I want to just take you through the absolute madness that was actually this warm-up. I mean, the look on my face pretty much says it all, but it was just nuts. Part of the team for Jacob Thompson, who also made his One Friday Fights debut, the fight after Yuki Yoza on the One Lumpini show. Now, the mad thing about this footage, right, is this is about 2 hours before his fight. Generally, the fighters warm up about 10 minutes before, 15 minutes before. There's a very strict schedule with one championship as to how it works. This was about 2 hours before. And when I say they were going hard, the guy was gassed. He was puffing. He was sweating. It's the most intense pre-pad session I have ever seen. You can just see from the absolute venom that he's throwing with. This was for 3 rounds. This was a fight before the fight. Extra madness to this is that you don't see it, but his hands aren't wrapped. He fought without his hands being wrapped as well. But there is no wrap under this, as he absolutely blasts the pads. My man here, by the way, had triple layer on the calf kick. There are 3 sets of pads on this calf kick. And then the mad thing is he just goes and has a shower. He just goes and has a shower and chills out until then he goes and fights. He absolutely cools down to absolute zero after doing an absolute madness. This was the craziest warm-up I have ever seen, but apparently super normal.
Now, I'm not sure what the purpose of that style of warm-up is. I don't know if it's an old Kyokushin habit. There we have the boyos, Masaki Noiri and Takeru in the back. I don't know what the tradition behind that kind of warm-up is. Maybe it's something that Yuki Yoza likes to do himself. But I know if I smashed the pads and got a shower, I'd want to sleep. I wouldn't be ready to go out to fight. Let's break down the combinations now. We'll watch it at full speed, then we'll watch the full thing again at about half speed. He's using that left kick. A lot of left kicks were thrown in this fight there. He's using the standard round kick, and he's going to mix the Chizoku kick, the ball of the foot, in as well. And he can step down and throw punches straight off of that. Mixes levels with the punches, and he uses that right low kick into left hook, but he doesn't really reset his stance. He can throw it so quickly. Because he's throwing that left hook on one leg, you really need to be confident in your balance and very confident in your timing against your opponent there. And there's a little shoulder barge between, just an off balance. And Yuki Yoza does a lot of these really nice little off balances between his combinations. And it looks flashy, but the real use of that is to not let your opponent have their turn. He uses these foot sweeps, which are borderline illegal in kickboxing, but he gets away with it. And these little shoulder pressures, these shoulder barges, even inside calf kicks, outside calf kicks, they just don't let the opponent have their turn because they're too off balance to do it. It's very akin to Giorgio Petrosian landing his big left knee and then just pushing someone off balance. There's that teeth. We see Masakazu Watanabe dressed up like a transformer, full Gundam style, and Yuki Yoza throwing these solid punches. We didn't see a lot of punches in the fight. There's a right straight into inside calf kick. That inside calf kick does damage. You can really hurt someone. I believe Masaki Noiri broke one of his opponent's shins in one championship by throwing that inside calf kick. There's a Yoza kick. But even if it doesn't, it's going to off-balance someone. And look at the range she can throw those calf kicks at. Glove-to-glove range. The advantage of that is he can kind of manipulate his opponent's weight onto the leg he wants to kick. So once their weight is set on a particular leg, they can't pick that leg up to check. And on a calf kick, you really want to ride it. If you're getting kicked in the quad, you might want to tense for it, brace for it, bend the leg, make the arm curved like a T-34 tank. But calf kicks, really, you want to ride them, but he doesn't get that chance to ride them because he's getting manipulated and all his weight planted on one leg. Here's a slow-mo switch kick. See how he can hit that switch kick at a super close range. Masakazu standing orthodox generally for that switch kick here. And then he's going to mix it up. He's going to go with the ball of the foot sometimes. That one was a shin. Next one was with the ball of the foot. Same skip. You might be good at blocking, arm blocking, especially if you've got that Dutch blocking tendency. But that ball of the foot can just slip through there. And there he's going body into calf kick. And there's that calf kick into left hook. He does it so well. He can do it on one leg. I wouldn't teach a beginner to do that. But there's a calf kick. Then he's going to go calf kick hook. It squares you up. But if you've got that speed and you've got that balance, and something Yuki Yoza can do is he can get his high guard going even on one leg. Here, we can't really see the combinations because Masakazu's back to us, but I'm guessing it was some kind of hook cross hook. There's a Chizoku again, big toe. Some people really curl it back and hit with the balls of the feet, spread it across. I think Yuki Yoza, when I've seen him do it a lot, he hits with his big toe, which takes some conditioning. There is kind of like a pull counter and into calf kick. That can be a really good idea. Hitting the calf kick on your pull counters, whether it's combination or just a single calf kick. Here, he's going to pull counter, left hook, calf kick. Because if someone extends their stance to try and get at you with their own punches, it's going to be difficult for them to bring that leg back in time. Doubling on the uppercuts, we didn't really see too much boxing in this fight. I had a ridiculous commenter saying that Yuki Yoza's boxing is non-existent. Just study some of his fights, man. He'll throw 4, 5, 6 punches off of the left hand at once and then finish with the kick. He's ridiculous. Boom, there's a teep. Even if the opponent is opposite stance, you can still land that left teep in. He uses these little bits of head movement. He favoured the high guard in the fight, high guard and firing lots of kicks. Kind of like a sparring session with Chico Kwase, but obviously a lot more destructive against someone his own weight. Nice and solid 1-2s. Boom, there's that pull and inside calf kick. Again, using a pull counter, but with the calf kick, because if someone's extending their stance to get at you, their weight's going to be stuck on that lead leg and they're going to get off balance. A lot of the time when you see the calf kick that just spins someone around, it's when they've extended to try and punch you, you land your calf kick, and then because they're wide, that calf kick spins them around. Boom, calf kick from really in close. Nice and relaxed rhythm between and just focus on full power. Then he's throwing these calf kicks from in close, blocking. If someone turns over on the hook, they're going to be open for that calf kick there. There's a little lead Yoza kick. We don't see the lead as much. Kicking with the ball of the foot into the back leg. Obviously, well, it's not really a lead one if it's feet and southpaw there. Boom. There's a calf kick. He's going to go lead Yoza kick at some point. I'll probably put it back. Not enough, but there's double hooking off the rear side. Boom, hooking into calf kick. Obviously, classic combination. If you throw your hook, even if they block it, their weight is going to be set onto the lead leg, so they can't pick it up to check. Boom, calf kick from really close. I believe here he's going to throw a Yoza kick with the left leg. Boom, calf kick. Boom, inside calf kick. Yeah, so it wasn't off the lead. He just went back into southpaw from the left kick. There's a double hook. Something that Masakazu Watanabe does, probably because he's got experience in doing it, is he'll hold his pads up like a block. So he's not actually hitting the pads, but it gives the one hitting the pads practice at hitting the guard and manipulating their guard into the next shot. Whether you're manipulating the guard to pull it over and land a body hook, or you're manipulating the guard so that their weight gets stuck on one leg and you can blast that leg with the low kick. I've been George Hardwick, professional mixed martial artist and coach. You want more breakdowns? Subscribe to the channel. Let me know who I should break down next.